was a young man, I thought I would serve a mission. I graduated from high school in June 1950. Thousands of miles away, 1 week after that high school graduation, a North Korean army crossed the 38th parallel, and our country was at war. I was 17 years old, but as a member of the Utah National Guard, I was soon under orders to prepare for mobilization and active service. Suddenly, for me and for many other young men of my generation, the full-time mission we had planned or assumed was not to be. Another example. After I served as president of BYU for 9 years, I was released. A few months later, the governor of the state of Utah appointed me to a 10-year term on the Supreme Court of this state. I was then 48 years of age. My wife June and I tried to plan the rest of our lives. We wanted to serve the full-time mission neither of us had been privileged to serve. We planned that I would serve 20 years on the Supreme Court. Then, at the end of 2 10-year terms, when I would be nearly 69 years old, I would retire from the Supreme Court and we would submit our missionary papers and serve a mission as a couple. I had my 69th birthday last summer and was vividly reminded of that important plan. If things had gone as we planned, I would now be submitting papers to serve a mission with my wife June. 4 years after we made that plan, I was called to the Quorum of the 12 Apostles, something we never dreamed would happen. Realizing then that the Lord had different plans and different timing than I had assumed, I resigned as a justice of the Supreme Court. But this was not the end of the important differences. When I was 66, my wife June died of cancer. 2 years later, a year and a half ago, I married Kristen McMain, the eternal companion who now stands at my side. How fundamentally different my life is than I had sought to plan. My professional life has changed. My personal life has changed. But the commitment I made to the Lord to put Him first in my life and to be ready for whatever He would have me do has carried me through these changes of eternal importance.